All right, y'all. I've got on the dragon and the wolf shirt. I mean, it's not my design. I mean, I purchased this, but Game of Thrones. It's gonna fit the theme of today's video. Let's jump into it.
VALAR MORGHULIS.
All right, so if you're online, if you're on the interwebs, if you do social media, then you have seen the influx this week of the announcement from Colossal Biosciences. They do DNA and bioscience stuff. They brought back the 13,000-year extinct direwolf that was a central theme in the hit television show Game of Thrones. It was this sigil of House Stark. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding this, ethically, the legitimacy of the actual science, or whether it is technically a dire wolf or if it's just a modern gray wolf with edited DNA mixed with ancient DNA. I don't know. And honestly, it's really not that fascinating or intriguing or interesting to me at all. I really could care less about this. I don't even know why we're talking about it. And if you believe that, you're silly, because of course I care. And of course it is absolutely fascinating to me. Again, I don't know how to feel about it or where I stand on it or anything yet. I need to do more research about this. I haven't really read a lot about it. I've seen the memes. I've seen article headlines. I've seen the brief snippets. I've seen, George R.R. Martin holding one of the direwolf cubs. Apparently they were born. They've been around since October, but they just made the announcement. I've seen some of the memes about funding. I guess Paris Hilton helped fund the project, as well as I think Tom Brady and Tiger Woods and some other big names. It's all privately funded. Some people were saying it was state funded. It was not. It's all private donors. I do know that much, at least from what I've read. But yeah, again, the direwolf was a major theme in Game of Thrones. Each of the Stark children, even the bastard Jon Snow, received a direwolf pup when they found a direwolf that had come south of the wall, to Winterfell in that area, and a mother direwolf had died, and there was a litter of cubs, and each of the Stark children got one, and Jon's was the big white one, that became Ghost. That was the name he gave to it. But it's good times, great show. And apparently they have genetically engineered these wolf pups to look like Snow, because they're all solid white, and it's Romulus, Ronaldo, Remus. I don't remember. I know one of them's name's Romulus, another one begins with an R. Remus? I don't know. And then of course they named one Khaleesi. And one of the memes I've seen a lot of people talking about, showing different Starks. You see Sansa Stark with the side eye, and it's they're talking about naming one of the pups Khaleesi, and it's the direwolf's the sigil of House Stark, and they're I get it. And people are wondering why one is named after a Targaryen rather than a Stark. And, there's some speculation there. I have my own theories. To me, the fact that George R.R. Martin did help fund this project and has sponsored it, and has had a lot to do with it. And, there's the pictures of two of the cubs actually on the Iron Throne. There's, George R. R. Martin has, made announcements about it. I think it's kind of like a very subtle Easter egg, like, hey, maybe Winds of Winter and A Dance of Spring maybe they're closer to being maybe they might even be finished, and he's just been playing us this whole time, and he's gonna drop it, and it's an Easter egg that they brought back this thing that's supposed to be extinct, and we know what happened, and saying it could be a hint that we will see Khaleesi again in one way or another, maybe in book, maybe on the screen, who knows. One can dream. But let's move along. So, hi, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Damien, and this is my not a reaction channel, but y'all like it when I do reactions, so we're gonna. I think y'all like it. Some of you like it. We'll go with that. I don't know why y'all continue to pay attention to me, but I'm glad you do. But so yeah, we're gonna do a metal reaction today. Yeah. So this is crazy. How I didn't fucking know about this, being the adamant Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire universe fan that I am. There's a fucking local band, local to me, like very fucking local to me, named VALAR MORGHULIS.
VALAR MORGHULIS. Yes. All men must die.
VALAR MORGHULIS.
VALAR the highest. But yeah, what? All men must die. How are they? So let me backtrack. This is where shit gets interesting. This is how I'm just now finding out. Apparently, this band's been around since like 2019, and I didn't know. So I'm talking online. I'm on Messenger with one of my friends that I haven't talked to in a minute. And we're catching up, and she's telling me, we're talking about music and bands and stuff like that, and she's talking about how her son is like a really killer guitarist and everything, and he's in this band, and she sends me the link, and I see the name of the band, and I'm like, get the fuck out. I'm like, I love Game of Thrones. I was like, I'm not even gonna. I can't watch this right now. I'm gonna have to do a reaction to this. I'm gonna have to see what this is. But before that, I'm like, wait. So if her son's in, then they're more than likely local. So I look them up on the Metal Archives, and I know who one of the other members is, and they're literally local to me. Like one of them lives right near me. I mean, I don't like hang out with him or talk to him, but we got like a whole bunch of mutual friends, and a bunch of weird band connections and stuff from the scene over the years. But yeah, the vocalist for this band, DJ Griffin, he's very local to me. He probably lives like 5 minutes from me, if that, which is hilarious. And I believe his actual name, I think he's actually a Damien as well, which is funny, but it's kind of awesome. But so I'm not gonna say which member of the band I'm friends with their mother, because it's funny to me. If they even see this video, they're gonna be like, they're gonna all be like contacting their moms, like wondering which one of whose mom knows this fucking asshole. Mom, do you know this fucking girl on YouTube is talking about our band? Anyway, it's funny because I've known her for like years and years and years and years. We've been like really, really good friends for like years. But anyway, I'm excited about this because it's a band named after something from Game of Thrones, and they're local. You know, the metal archives, you know, said they're like from Salisbury, but you know, that's like right near me. But also, you know, I know a couple of the members apparently like live in the same city, county that I do. So I'm just gonna stop. This is going on forever. Y'all are probably like, Damien, shut the fuck up and just watch the fucking video. That's probably somebody texting me. My phone's over there, and somebody's texting me, and they're like, they can feel me rambling incessantly for no discernible reason. But so we're just gonna do it. So Valar Morghulis, in the land of Bravos, people, all men must die is what it meant, and people would respond when you say Valar Morghulis. You'd say Valar Morghulis, which means all men must serve. But yeah, and I believe that's I believe it's High Valyrian. I could be mistaken, but anyway, the song is called Slow Death. Apparently it's been out for 2 years, but so I'm excited. Here we go. Valar Morghulis. Okay, so starting out, it looks like we have a potentially non-binary person going through the woods with sword and shield. I'm guessing there's going to be a storyline to this. Whether or not it's going to be Game of Thrones related, I don't know. It doesn't look terribly Game of Thrones related, but let's keep going. I think I saw a lefty. I'm a lefty. Okay, yeah, it's death metal. I was thinking there was a chance it was probably gonna end up being like, you know, metalcore or deathcore or something, but it's not. It's death metal, which is cool. I like death metal. You know, my three. You know, I love death metal. I love black metal. I love thrash metal. Mainly black metal and thrash metal, but death metal is like kind of up there with them. So. Okay, so you know, the riffs are pretty good. You know, I mean, everything is a good quality recording. It sounds really good. The vocals are tight. You know, the lows are good. The video is mildly, it just a little bit, it threw me off. It's kind of confusing. We got, you know, this person on an adventure. Our adventurer of the video, the start of it, it kind of gave me the impression. That's the word I'm looking for. Words, Damien. Fuck. Kind got the impression that we were going to have like some kind of forest fighting adventure, maybe, right? But now we have mannequins. I don't know. I can't in my head make a connection and try to find a way to incorporate them into a story where there would be an adventurer in the woods, unless they were stolen from a warehouse and somebody transferred some magical powers to these mannequins to keep them safe, and somebody else found out that they had these magical powers stored in the mannequins. So they broke into the warehouse where the mannequins were, stole the mannequins, took them to another warehouse, and these magical protectors of the magical powers are having to travel through the woods near the warehouse district. I don't know. Let's keep going. Ignore me. I'm down from your sky. Moonlight, place on I like the low artificial like pinch harmonics. I like that. I mean, everything. I'm just that opening sequence like totally fucked me up. Like it's like I'm waiting for it to tie back in. Like I want story now. The visual, it's like I need that connection. I need closure. But let's keep going. We're going to concentrate on the song as long as we're not in the woods anymore. Oh, okay. So one of the guitarists, it looks like, is playing a Schecter. I love Schecters. I recently got rid of a Schecter Hellraiser that I loved. I had for a long time, and I still have my Schecter Damien Platinum 7-string, which I love, but and I could be mistaken, but from the head of the guitar, it looked like a Schecter. There's like a little split second flash of like maybe a field or the forest or something. I don't know, but apparently it looks like it's the bassist who is left-handed. Okay. I've liked a lot of the double bass and the blast beats from the drums. And the riffs, I like the low, crunchy power chord riff. Dun, 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 dun. It's pretty cool. All in all, I like this song. Like they're actually pretty decent. Like I'm digging this. Okay, that sustained vocal right there, and then the short blast together, that sounded really good. The layered vocals with the high and the low together, that sounded really, really crisp and really impactful. That was done very nicely. Okay, so I mean, I could hear that it was a guitar solo. I could hear some sweeps. It wasn't pronounced super in the forefront of the mix. I don't feel like. I don't know if that was intentional. Like that last sustain with the reverb and I mean, that sounded, I mean, that was audible, but the rest of it didn't, it just, I don't know, it wasn't like bright enough to me. I mean, maybe I'm just being very overly critical as a guitarist, but from what I could hear, it sounded good. It just sounded muddied in the mix. Like, it didn't sound like there's anything wrong with the actual playing. It sounded like it should have been like brighter, if that makes sense. Like louder, a little more pronounced, a little more in the forefront. But I mean, the solo itself sounded good from what I could tell. Is he okay? He seems really upset about something. Like, I can't tell if it's like anger, confusion, sadness, maybe all of these things combined. I don't know. What was going on 2 years ago that I don't know. Can't think of anything. I can think of a bunch of things now, currently, but I like those guitar harmonies right there. That they're very reminiscent of like old school Slayer. I love when bands do that. So now we've got this kid in the woods with his like battle vest, jean jacket, whatever. Like, this is modern time. I mean, or maybe it's definitely not like anything ancient. So, like, I don't know if this is supposed to be a different time period than the adventurer we saw at the beginning of the video, or if this person is going to be crossing paths with the adventurer. It's like there's like a rift in and time and space. Oh, it's such a... Okay, here's something. Okay, so he's like jamming out with his headphones on, but there was something obviously louder. He's probably listening to Wasp, it looks like, judging by his jacket. Yeah, so he heard something. I don't think it was twigs breaking or whatever, because he's listening to metal, but he took his headphones off. What is happening? What? Hold on. What was that? Is it please support your local and there's a QR code with get something marked. Come inside to get your mark and please support your local. Okay. What is happening? Damn it! Alright, so that was Valar Morghulis with a slow death. Yeah, that was a good song. The video, I need closure, guys. I need to know what's fucking going on. Like the ending, in the beginning, I need to know. I need to know what was happening. I mean, or maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm glad there's a local band named after a Game of Thrones reference that plays metal and doesn't suck. Like that's awesome in my book. If they're still like doing shows and playing, if they're still a thing, I'm gonna have to probably keep an eye out for them and go see them live. I don't get out to shows very often at all. Usually it's got to be something real fucking special to get me out. Like, of course, y'all know I go for Chelsea Wolfe. I really want to try to bring Bridge City Sinners to this area for a show. That would be fucking awesome. I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, I mean, I would support, for local music, I would support this. There's a few bands actually that I probably should be getting out and supporting that I haven't, and I feel bad about, friends' bands and shit, and I should probably react to more on the channel, bring more of like my area, like local metal and just other music to the channel. I'm gonna start doing that. What do y'all think? Do you want to see more like rural North Carolina music? And don't laugh, because like there's some fucking killer bands out here. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, there's some great bands out here. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, man, that'd be sick. Thanks. Subscribe button, do it. And I've got really cool merch in the store. There's a lot of stuff that some people probably won't like, but there's some really cool stuff that a lot of people will like. There's some goth stuff, some metal stuff, some other stuff. Go give it a gander. The link's in the description. You can follow me on the socials and be my friend and shit. And I appreciate your support, and I can't wait to bring you more videos when I'm not really busy with a bunch of other stuff and not having motivation and just trying to survive. But I thank you again, and I'll see you soon. I gotta go.